Welcome to the Christy Hour. Today, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite things that I do. It's called the emotion code. So let me ask you, how many of you are carrying around, lugging behind you, with you, on you, a huge suitcase of emotional baggage? Because that's what it is. We all have it. You can tell me you don't. Not true. We all have it. It's no big deal. However, what is a big deal is getting rid of it. We want to get rid of it. So in 1997, 98, 99, I was a personal trainer and a stretch physiologist. And I'm stretching my clients, and I'm like, man, what is up with this? There was something speaking to me. Like, there's so much more going on than this, just that they're tight, or, I mean, some of them were super tight. And it dawned on me, these people's emotions, like, are the issue here. You know, I had a client who had frozen shoulder. So I looked up in, if you're familiar with Louise Hay, she's got that great book, Heal Your Body, and it says all the list of, it lists like all these emotions or issues that we're having or not conditions that are going on and what the emotion is. So anyway, I had this realization all these years ago, right? So last summer, here I am. I stopped doing the work that I had been doing for almost 5 years. And it was like, now what? So here I come upon this book and this work called The Emotion Code. And it was literally like one of those moments where you like go, oh, it's like the gift, that you've been asking for. So anyway, I fell in love with it so much that I got certified, because what else am I going to do? I love to get certified in things. Okay, so there's this really cool, let me see if I can find it so it's not so blinding. There's this chart. Oh, it's backwards anyway. So I have this chart of 60 emotions that I use, and I use muscle testing to find out what trapped emotions that you have. So let's take an example. Say that your knee hurts, okay? So I would actually say, well, are there any trapped emotions that are causing your knee pain? And I use a particular muscle testing that's called the ring and ring method. And so I literally, like a ring, I ask, is there a trapped emotion that's causing your knee pain? And I'll get a yes or a no. Yes, no. And then what I do is I ask, using my little handy dandy chart, which emotion it is, right? Because your subconscious mind is the brilliant computer that knows every little detail of your entire existence. And isn't that awesome? So we have that wonderful tool. So we basically ask, it's not me, I'm asking you, your subconscious mind, going, give us the little tidbit answer here, right? Okay, so we go from 1 to 60, and we go like this. Is the emotion in column A? Is it in column B? Is it an even numbered row? Is it an odd numbered row? So I sit there and use my muscle testing, and I whittle it down to 1. Then you can use a magnet. This was how we were taught. You literally clear the emotion by running the magnet over the governing meridian, okay? I'm not going into all these little details, but that's what I do. That's what I do, and then it's gone forever. So, why is this important? Because your trapped emotions are causing you to do things unconsciously. They end up molding your beliefs about life, and it constricts you from being the truth of who you are. We don't show up with all of this baggage. Well, actually, there's such thing as inherited trapped emotions. I'll hold off on that for a second. However, these trapped emotions are preventing us from being the truth of who we really are. We are not our emotions. We are not our trapped emotions. We are not our emotional baggage. We aren't even our story. Right? So by releasing these trapped emotions, you're going back to who you really are. How beautiful is that? These trapped emotions, they end up molding our experiences and prevent us from sometimes having love in our life, from success, from vitality, our health. These trapped emotions are like this ball of energy, and not good energy. I'm not talking good stuff. It's like a ball of negative energy that's hanging out. It's like hanging out somewhere in us. Okay, so that energy is distorting your field. Who wants that? No, nobody. We want vibrant energy. We want beautiful energy, like a crystal clear prism of light energy, right? So this trapped emotion is like this ball of energy just hanging out, distorting your physical tissues, like 24/7, over and over and over again. So guess what also happens? As you have this emotion hanging out in you, in your energetic space, in your body, you're going to attract more of that into your life. So oftentimes with clients, I'll notice that there's a few emotions that continuously come up because, of course, we can trap that same emotion multiple times over our lifetime, right? And so you keep attracting more of that, and you're like, why is this happening, you know? So if we're already vibrating at that emotion of like anxiety or heartache, that's going to affect our life. So you, me, every one of us, we want to get rid of, we want to release that emotional baggage, and I can help with the emotion code, okay? Then we get to release that and create new beliefs around what we really want. Sometimes the law of attraction, you know, people, if you're familiar with that, talk about it, and guess what happens? You know why it doesn't work sometimes? Well, it's always working. However, if you think you're going, oh my gosh, I keep trying this, then it's not working. It is. However, those trapped emotions are subconsciously hanging out there where you can't see them and impacting you. And so then you're like, this law of attraction stuff doesn't work. Well, guess what? Get rid of these trapped emotions. Let's get rid of them. You need a light backpack, not even a backpack. You need nothing. Don't be carrying around all this, you know, crap, and don't think you're Superman if you know, to carry it around. So, or Superwoman. So the beautiful thing is you start to free up your energy. You feel better, you know, it's beautiful. So the emotion code is brilliant. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I use it in all of my, I use it on myself all the time. How beautiful is that? You could teach it to yourself, or you can call me and I'll just do it for you. And it's brilliant. There's something that I'm super passionate about, which is called the heart wall. So we have these emotions that we layer and layer and layer and layer on top of our heart, basically. And that prevents us from experiencing true love. Because if you think about it, listen to this. This is awesome. So you create this heart wall around your heart because you've had, you know, these experiences that have, you feel safer having all of this around you, the shield, right? So here's what happens. That love that you're sending out is going through all those little layers of ick and ick and ick. So your beautiful love that you send out starts getting a little bit sketchy as it goes through each layer. It's like trudging through the layers of your crap, your mud, your negative experiences or things that you have experienced that you have termed negative. So it's going through all that layer, all those layers of hurt and whatever, whatever. However, when you free yourself of that, then you've got that pure love radiating out. So when you meet somebody and you start having feelings for them and they're not receiving your true what you're sending out, because it's going through all these layers of things, before it ever gets to them. So don't you want to get rid of that heart wall? Release that so they're feeling what you're actually sending out rather than an interpretation, an energetic interpretation of what you're sending out. Yeah. So beautiful. Love doing the heart wall work. And by the way, we'll often laugh because this doesn't need to be serious. This should be playful. Like, let's not make the city worse than it is. Like, let's just get rid of this stuff. Okay, that's my tidbit on the emotion code. If anything was unclear, please ask. If you want to schedule a session, I am so honored and delighted. I do not work, you've got to go through a series of sessions with me first, okay? So this isn't like a one and done. If you think about all the time that we are on this planet and all the baggage that we acclaim, takes some time. However, it's okay. I'm here to support you. Here to love you and support you and help you return to the truth of who you are, the love and light that you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been another awesome moment with Christy, another Christy Hour deliciousness. Honored and delighted to be of service. Love you, love you, love you. Namaste.